I'm home. Yeah. Go, get in your crate. Get in your crate, go. Get in your crate, Go, get in your crate. Okay, good boy. Good boy. Home at last. Oh man, what a ride. This is actually day 6 and the final day. A bit of riding from Taiping to Subang Jaya. So I checked out from my hotel sometime at 5:45 this morning. Went to makan in town, had my carbo load, and I went on looking for the West Coast Highway near Cangkat Jering. So what I did was I punched in the Google Map and it took me all the way. And actually, what I forgot to do in the setting part was to put there. Avoid highway. So actually I should untick that and it will take me to the highway. I got lost a bit to a place called Trong, but instinct told me to just make a double back and get back to the actual route. And I continued my journey on the West Coast expressway and made a couple of stops because I need to use the toilet. And also, the last day ride footage, I just set up the action cam to take a point of view shot, and also, the journey, to show a little bit about the West Coast Expressway. So technically speaking, compared to the previous day ride from Satun to Taiping, the West Coast Expressway is a bit of a change in environment. I think because it's new and I find it a whole lot more pleasant. The runoff space, there's plenty of gap there for you to roll your bike, and it's pretty decent in terms of cleanliness. But I guess Malaysian drivers, they don't give a shit, when they pay toll or what, they just want to throw everything out the window. So there were a bit of rubbish on the roadside, but I think not as bad as what I saw on the way from Kedah to Butterworth. So anyway, when I exited the Teluk Intan route, there's no more highway. I think it's being built on another sector of the highway. So from Teluk Intan to Hutan Melintang, it was just back to the normal road and towards Sabak Bernam. So after crossing the Sabak Bernam Bridge, I made my way to Skinchan, and barely reaching this Haji Dorani area, the sky was already black. So I pulled over at the Petronas and hunkered down there, waited a bit, and it actually poured. It poured and poured and poured. So I waited for the rain to die down a bit and I continued, but it still poured. I made another stop at the Caltex station. When I find that it's time to move, because if I don't, then I might get lazy and probably detour to Skinchan. But anyway, I bypassed Skinchan and Tanjung Karang, avoided getting into Kuala Selangor. So what I did was I got into this slip road that goes to Batang Bejuntai, which is fairly an obscene name for a area. So it's now called Bestari Jaya. And I noticed that after so many years, not using that path, a lot of things have changed. There's even some paddy fields, rice mill, and even a township in the area. So as I slowly made my way towards the Bestari Jaya junction, I take a right turn. I look at the horizon and it's dark again. It's like the sky is just threatening to let go of everything. So I scoped the place. I looked at this abandoned store, and I pulled over. So there was one guy there with a Yamaha YZ15R, one of those very fast cup bikes with a clutch. So the dude was, putting on his rain gear and all that. Then he saw my bike. He said, "Oh, abang pergi touring?" Then I said, "Yeah, I just exited Southern Thailand on the west side and made my way." So we kind of had a chit chat. Very pleasant guy. He introduced himself as Amy, and he has a Facebook account that goes by Amy GSA. So this Kapchai guy turned out to be a BMW GS rider, and quite pleasant. I met a couple of BMW riders up in Thailand. They were just socially, I think, retarded. Not bothered to talk to people and all that. But this guy is a bit different. So we chit chat and all that. Then he asked me about the Yamaha PG-1. I told him, like, this is a bike you don't really get top speed, but it has enough torque to haul loads and all that. So it's like riding a mule instead of a thoroughbred horse. So we chit chat, and I think when the weather was clearing up, we parted ways. Then I made my way towards Bestari Jaya's hill course. A lot of construction going on, a lot of heavy vehicles, and it was just an interesting slalom course, climb and roll down and all that. And I ended up at the Rawang toll interchange. I go onto the Plus Highway because I think I don't want to use the other side. The coastal side to get back is much more longer and laborious. So my plan was to get back before late afternoon and all that, because I need to check on the dog and I need to make sure that he's all good, and also take him for his evening walks and feed him. So as I made my way towards the Subang Jaya interchange, it was all back to civilization. And I rolled down towards Persiaran, Kewajipan, and make my way towards the Putra Heights interchange, got into Persiaran Harmony, and there was a big traffic jam near the intersection just after Petronas. This is the result of last week's gas explosion. So cars are just making a beeline to get access to Putra Heights. So I just took the rear gate, got into my house. The moment I arrived at my gate, my boy came out and he was so happy to see me. And in a way, after I parked my bike, I felt that a circle has been completed. So from Subang Jaya to Southern Thailand, coast to coast, and back to Subang Jaya. So all in, I clocked in about 1,937.03 kilometers on the Yamaha PG-1. So I have nothing but good things to say about this bike and how robust it's built, and its capability to withstand the rigors of very, very slow long distance travel. It's just amazing. The bike held up to my expectation, and being a bike that costs less than 10,000 Malaysian ringgit, this is just super amazing. Anyway, I'm happy that everything held up. You know, my GV panniers didn't fall apart. My top box was holding on even after being bashed by rain and all that. Kept all my photography equipment, my drone, everything inside there that is should not get wet. You know, it's perfectly dry. So in a nutshell, everything that I have rigged up on the bike kind of like paid off. You know, it serves its purpose. So as far as the trip is concerned, day one was a really hard one. You know, just rode all the way for 13 odd hours, very long ride. Rode at night and arrived in Narathiwat. The next day, day two wasn't that impressive, you know, because I think it fell short of my expectation. I wanted to get some sunrise picture. It was gloomy, and on the way to Bantaleno, I got caught in the rain, so that really sucks. So from day 3 onwards, things were very promising. So I rode to Trang and I checked out a beach that is named after me, and I was so amazed. You know, I had a good laugh, and Trang was excellent. A lot of interesting discoveries. Then I went to Satun. Satun, I experienced Songkran. Actually, it really blew my mind. You know, the people in Satun are really hard partying people. They let their hair down and they Songkran from day to night. That itself was an interesting experience. I got what I wanted. I went to take some photos with my camera, and good thing also the camera is weather sealed, so no issues getting splashed and all that. And after getting a night's sleep in Satun, I went over to Taiping. So Taiping, you guys got the details from yesterday's update, and now wrapping everything up. You know, it just feels great to be back. And I think I need to just have a good night's rest to recuperate from all that. Tomorrow I will bring the bike to get it serviced, you know, oil change, everything after almost 2,000 km on the road. Like I said, the Yamaha PG-1 is very promising. I see more big things coming out from this little bike, and more adventures. So I would also like to thank you guys for following my updates, and also see you on the next ride.